Hi, everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode of Mindful Moments, I wanted to share about this reflection that I had on this pattern I've been observing for a while and wanting to try and break or improve on it at least, step by step. And that is that pattern where there are certain situations that make me have this initial action that I want to take. And these situations are things like immediately waking up in the morning and checking my phone notifications. Not sure if anyone resonates with that. Second thing is going into the lift and checking my phone, browsing things, basically waiting for any kind of situation like queuing up and stuff like that. I always have that automatic immediate reaction to want to take out the phone. And I think with this automatic action that I want to take, I'm indirectly distracting myself from being able to pay attention inwards and give myself the time to analyze or reflect on these thoughts that I have, possible negative emotions that have been happening throughout the day, something that I'm trying to avoid thinking about. And I think this is important because if we don't tend to our inner garden, then these negative emotions can just keep on piling up. And that is pretty dangerous, in my opinion, as we come into this digital era where we have an improvement of technology as we go day by day, month by month, from where we were before to up to now, where we have AI technology, we have our vision goggles, we can have plenty of wearables nowadays that makes us continuously distracted. And one of the ways that I think could help is actually to firstly acknowledge it if you have found this pattern within yourself. And then the second thing is to actually reflect on it, on why you're doing it. And the third thing that helped me was to actually note down, put on little notes to myself to remind me throughout the day, such as putting on my wallpaper to say, like, stop distracting myself, or even write in my journal entries, which I do on a daily basis, to see how I have improved on a day to day basis so that I have that constant reminder. So, journaling can also help in that sense to help break that pattern if you are looking to improve on this as well. I remember where there were days where I would spend a lot of time on my phone when I was on my full-time job. I know for me, it was difficult to be able to disconnect because there's always that thought of, oh, what if I don't do this in time? What if I don't do that in time? And a reflection came upon me where is the thing that I'm even doing healthy for me? Because if I don't prioritize my health and my inward journey versus my outward journey, or my inner goals versus my outer goals, then eventually this is not going to be a sustainable lifestyle for me. So that's where I decided this is something that had to change. And I didn't want to be stuck in a situation where I am doing something that I didn't want to do, or I'm enjoying something that I want to do. However, I'm pushing myself to the limits till I don't enjoy it anymore. An instance would be I enjoy video editing, I enjoy the creative process. However, if I'm put in a situation where I'm just working back to back on different projects without having much rest at all, then I'm not giving myself the chance to express myself creatively, rather just working like a robot and just getting things done and not being able to create space for improvement and to be able to explore new opportunities for myself, but rather just zone in and just doing the same thing day by day, which didn't allow me to progress. So when I made that realization that although I'm doing something I want to do, the enjoyment was slowly fading off. Then I realized that it was due to the constant overload, the constant distractions, apart from not having that balance. There was that constant level of distraction that came in from a day to day basis because apart from editing, for example, I had to deal with client requests and changes. So there's always that thing in the top of my mind where, oh, are there going to be any changes? Oh, what's the next thing that I have to change? Oh, what's the next project? And then it's just going to be that cycle of feeling anxiety leading up to the stress and then compiling all these different negative energies onto myself and then keeping myself distracted so that I don't think about the negative effects of it. And then it just took a toll on me where I decided, enough is enough. And that's where it led me to leaving a full-time job so that I can be in control how I want to pace myself. Because if I want to improve, then if the space that I'm working in is not giving me that opportunity to, then why would I want to stay on? So that's where I decided to craft out the exit plan for myself and plan out a strategy so that I can leave comfortably and also not just throw myself into the deep end of just leaving and not doing anything, but also taking the responsibility to think about how I want to progress from there without affecting my stability after I leave. So I hope this little mindful moment gave you some insights for yourself and also served as a reminder to try and acknowledge those little things that are adding up and piling up in your life and see if you can reflect on that to make any adjustments if necessary so that you can adopt a healthier and sustainable lifestyle for yourself within the means possible for you. There's always something that you can tweak. And if you're looking to make big changes, it may not happen immediately, but at least you can start taking those micro steps to achieve what you want to achieve in terms of making those lifestyle changes. So with that, if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, feel free to leave me a comment or a message. Like, share, and subscribe this video if you found it useful. And I appreciate you watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.